Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. Give me just a moment to get things set up here. There we go. Should be ready to hop in. And there we go. Sound might help. Alright. So, let me figure out my controls again. Just trying to get my bearings right off the bat. So, first off, I had run into a little bit of trouble previously, trying to get something to work. So, I had to take a look and figure out what the problem was. I couldn't get any of my vessels to start warping. And, of course, those of you who've played through this know that the problem was a simple one, but I couldn't figure it out right at the beginning. So, somewhere in here, I think it's probably the logistics stuff down here. Is it this one? No, that's carry capacity. This one. Yeah, right here. This is what I need in order to allow my logistics vessels to warp. I was thinking, well, I have the ability to warp, so therefore, everything else should be able to warp. But no, the case is in fact that I need to research the technology for other things to be able to warp as well. So, give me a second here. Don't need that showing all the time. So, I need to do this research before anything else in order to get my vessels the ability to warp. So in the meantime, I guess I will work on my logistics and make sure everything is working as it should, as I again have my fingers on the wrong buttons. Okay, so and I apologize, I have to do this pretty much every time I start. I need to take a look at what my industry, my factory is doing, where things are, just as a reminder to myself. So over here we're making purple cubes, and we are fully stocked up on those. So, alright, purple, we're good. It's all being led this way. Which one are we missing? We've got yellow ones here, so that's good. And keep in mind, for the moment, I only care about this for the next 1100 cubes. Blue cubes, it seems we are also we also have large quantities of. So it seems like it's just these red cubes. So let's take a quick trip up here and figure out if I can make this go any faster. So it looks like only 4 of these are actually doing anything. Sometimes 3. We've got plenty of resources on this side. So what we are short on is hydrogen. Now, this group of stuff, of course, And it's probably because I am full up on fuel at the moment, so let me just make 2 of these real quick. And sort all of this, because I can just add a little bit more storage to begin with. That'll get all of these machines producing. So we'll get that back up. But other than that, like I need to find something to do with the hydrogen. Or I need to find something to do with the fuel. But hydrogen also is required. So let me head to the opposite end over here and see if I have hydrogen storing up. Alright, I have unlocked the satellite substation, which has a longer transmission distance and a larger supply area. I'll take a look at that momentarily. Okay, so over here, if we don't have much, and it is going down. Now this is being used. Well, I'd say it's being used by this, but apparently something has stopped, probably because we are full up on it. Yeah. Alright, so we are full on this. So, just kind of interesting, because this should... Maybe I was just looking at it at the wrong time. So this is going up. Oh, obviously because it's not being used. But, alright, I'm going to say we have a surplus. Just in the fact that we're not using much in the other machines. This is being used to make these fuels. Not that I'm really using them at the moment. Let me see. Yeah, I'm using the green ones. So, this isn't really using anything at the moment. Other than that, we've got deuterium over here. So I think I'm just gonna send... Do I send it all north, or do I just make more down here? You know, I don't really know what's best, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and send it up north. Okay, maybe we're even up on this, because I just checked it not too long ago and we were just getting to the 5,070 mark. So, I mean, okay, I guess by the time I would be able to get this all taken care of, I'm going to be done with the research. So, let me just head back up north here and figure out what I want to do. Also, like what's going on here? Like this one. Remaining items 43. this is the one that I want like that. That's not where they're being made. That's just where they are delivered. So I don't know what was going on with that. So we'll head back up here some more. This is what? This is water. Okay. And this is filling up quickly. I just... What I probably should do is, since I have such a large amount, I should probably just delete these. Yeah, it's gonna toss a bunch of this stuff all over the place. But I can just erase that. There we are. And just place these back up here. It's not a fix, but, you know, I'm just using what I've got, or getting rid of the excess that I'm not using. And because I have infinite resources, I'm not going to worry about losing out on that. So, while I'm doing this, though, I suppose I can make more of these. See, that's the extractor, that's the refiner. Now, what am I short on for this? Is it magnets again? It is. It's always magnets. Okay, so if I place it here, and then this will have something like that, like that. Yeah, that's what we want there. This connects with that one. That, like that. And over on this end, just add a little more like that. And do that. And that should, yeah, be producing. I mean, one more is fine. Again, I know I have a blueprint of this, but it's outdated. So maybe I should make another one in that case. If I can remember how to do it. That's an old one. This is probably why I just don't use the blueprints, because I forget every time how they're actually used. It's easier to dump both the oil and the hydrogen on the same belt and then use a splitter to filter it. I suppose that I think Satisfactory may have made it so that I always put things on separate belts. I don't know why. You're right. It would be easier to do it like that. And I guess I'm still just thinking on, or I should say not thinking about how to add some of these things into usage. Because you're right, it would be easier to just put everything onto one conveyor belt and then have the splitter split them as needed. Normally putting more than one thing on a belt is bad, however this is an exception. Okay. Let's see here. I think if I do that, though, I'd want to redo this entire setup because, you know, if I can put it all on one belt, I don't need two of them, or I don't need one on either side, and I can just squish it all together a little bit more. I suppose, actually, I can just build something. I need to go get more of these real quick. Wherever I'm making them. Probably right down here. Basically, if you ever have a sorter moving items from one belt to another belt, you're doing something wrong. That's fair. Better to lift one over the other than merge them. Okay. These are delivering things over to here. So this is where I should pick these up from. Refinery is what I want. I keep the 30 items a second rate, assuming Mark III belts. Okay. Yeah, and that does make sense. Alright, so if I'm just setting this up off to the side to see if I can get the right blueprint, I guess. So we'd have something delivered like this. It would do that. Have it making that. Then I guess it wouldn't really matter. Which way it's going. It'd come out like that. And do something like that. Eventually it'd come to a splitter. Do I allow links in chat? No, I don't at the moment. Just on the safe side, I don't want to worry about clicking on. I mean, it's not that I don't trust you. I just don't trust links all the time. So, but if you give me a description, I will certainly take a look, or something that I could type in myself, I suppose, or a search option I don't know. I'm just not familiar enough with Hive Whispers blocked. Alright, that's probably because I haven't had to make use of these things. I don't know. Like I've said before, I'm new to this, and I just don't want to get overwhelmed sometimes. I was going to pass an image of oil processing with the splitter filter. Ah, okay. No worries about it. I'll kind of fumble on my own till, I mean, with suggestions, of course, till I get it. Alright, so it looks like I need things going in and out of it before I can filter. So then I can filter, say, fuel there. Oh. Nope. I suppose only filtering one is all I need, because it'd put fuel this direction and then the other one would go this way. Got it. Okay, so that's how that would work, and of course I'd have more coming in from the side like this. And I need just something like that, I think. And then more of these. Always running out of these. This can go, well, if it's going to be a little bit of a tighter formation, probably like that. There we go. Got the research for logistics vessels being able to warp. Now let me...
You have unlocked the logistics carrier engine level 4.
So I have.
It allows the logistics vessel to warp, but they will consume 2 space warpers back and forth to transport cargo. So needs to make sure there are enough space warpers in the interstellar logistics station at any time.
All right. So back to other research that I was doing. I believe I was researching everything that didn't require purple. Maybe I was researching things that only required purple, because that's all I'm seeing. Nope. Here we are. Here's one. Alright, back up to this. So this one. Not that one, though. That's what I'm currently researching. And the queue's full. Okay. I can bump the splitter out a square or two and put it in front of the middle of the line of refineries. That way I get 2 inputs. Will I need 2 input? I mean, I suppose... I might need 2 inputs. I don't know. But that is true. So... if I if I do just a couple squares because, yeah, it is a bit larger. Works a little smoother, technically doesn't matter. Okay. So something like that. And then have it delivered there. And delivered like that. That didn't work. Hold on. I suppose it would need a splitter, wouldn't it? Let me try this again. From the other direction goes on the back. So from over here. Put in front of the middle of the line of refineries. So, oh, up here. Well, this was just a... I wasn't planning on having this stay here. I was just redesigning at the moment so that I could just wipe everything out and replace everything with this new stuff. But... Alright, let's see. Just trying to explain the... Well, I do appreciate it. Alright, so... in front of the middle line of refineries. That way I can... Oh! I see what you mean. So... like... like, here's a line of refineries, and then here's a line of refineries, and then have them both go over this way. Is that what you mean? Maybe. I don't know. Alright, so... you know what? I'll come back to this. I was just working on this to... until the vessels were done. No, okay. Imagine as you have the line of function refineries now, okay. Placing a splitter in front of them at the middle and routing both sides to the center. So, I guess splitter, something like there. In front of them at the middle. Oh, okay, so you're saying have all of these come in like this. And then this coming out like this. Right. So then... like that. And then 2 outputs, something like that. One on the back, one on this. Okay. I'll get it eventually. Okay, so 2 input, 2 output. Discord, I mean, I use Discord, but I have not set one up for streaming. I just, again, it was a lot of things I wasn't sure I would need to use right away, and so I just haven't set it up. Partly because, you know, I just don't have the time to manage these things all the time, so I apologize. No worries, just figured out, hey, I'm glad you asked. But because you're asking, it does make me think I should take another look at this stuff and, you know, reevaluate my original decisions, because I made those, you know, months and months back. Made the decisions months and months back, and I don't know if they were the right decisions. But, you know, I'm just doing this all on my own. I don't really, you know, I don't feel that I'm large enough to have moderators, and I don't know if I would be able to moderate my own stuff yet, because I have no idea about that. So that's part of the reason why I haven't set anything like that up. Don't worry about it. Okay. All right. Sorter Mark III cargo stacking 4. Increase the number of cargo the Sorter Mark III carries each time. Okay. More of that. Also looks like this is going a lot slower than I had thought it would. Or maybe I just didn't really set it up all that well. Let me add a few more of these over here since I'm looking at it. And of course, more power to it. Alright, now I'll be using as much as this can produce at one time. So that should be all full. Actually, I don't think I've added anything to this pile of research facilities in a while. It could probably do with a few more. Yeah, I can stack 3 more there. Just because it seems like red ones are the bottleneck at the moment. And this may be overdoing it in one way or another. That's okay, though. Alright, logistics is what I was working on. Now, somewhere down here, I was making warpers. I don't really remember where they were. Is it over here? It's probably that more than the miner. Yeah, that's true. Mining rate is 5 ore per second per node. 6 smelters would require 6 ore per second, or 12 nodes being mined. Yeah. I wasn't really doing it for a even ratio. I was just throwing some ore down because the miner was providing enough as it was. So I wanted to have enough smelters to make use of all the ore that was being mined. And I didn't just think of the ratios or anything like that. I just wanted to make sure that it was all being used. Warpers are here. Okay, so I know I've got some on me somewhere. I have 45 on me, so let me just make a full stack of that. Now, I think was this already started working? Because, I mean, it looks like I've got a ton of crystals already in here. I mean, I did feed warpers to them to begin with. So, if I do, oh, let me do half of a stack. Maybe more. Okay, so now it is actually starting to stock up, so I can, now that I know that that's how that's being used, I can actually start sending these in there to be stored. Of course, this is all a mess as well, so let's see here. Just gonna build another one of these. One of these. And I guess, oops, it's a bit off. I think I'd rather have it coming this way. And then do that. Have that go back in there like that. I should keep some on me just in case. Alright, and then do more of these. Because again, I like making my bridges kind of like this. I don't know why. It's it's just preference, I guess. this one can go from there, delivered like that. So then that stocks up there. And we've got a storage back here as well. Okay. However, now that we are doing this, I need to organize these just slightly different. Alright, so these are all making the crystals, which I am now delivering. So I probably don't need all of these anymore. So let me see here. If I cut that off for a moment, change this to crystals, do that. Oh. Get one out from here and change this to titanium. Do that. Then I can make this one crystals. Have them delivered to here. That should get that going just fine. It'll fill this up easily enough. And as far as I know, I no longer need this. Was it shift to do this? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so now that has been taken care of. What else? What else? I suppose I'd need to go back up into space and set all of that other stuff up, huh? Alright, so that's going good, that's going good. Now if I take a look again, I believe it was this one. Alright, we've also got sulfuric acid. Oh, I can actually see the ships going back and forth. I forgot about that. That's where the crystal is coming from. And then I believe fire ice is what's going to solve my hydrogen problem. Which makes me think. Alright, so I may start doing this recipe at this point to use hydrogen and fuel, and coal, of course, to just make more fuel rather than making both hydrogen and fuel, because fire ice, I believe, refines into hydrogen. Actually, reminds me, aren't I... Alright, I need to check this out. Aren't I getting hydrogen from over here as well? Yeah, I'm getting hydrogen here. So I need... Oh, everything's going dark. I need to start making use of this up here as well. Because I set this up and completely forgot it was here. I've got, you know, deuterium and hydrogen just sitting up here doing absolutely nothing. Alright, where is everything? It's all dark. It's all on the other side of the gas giant. Lost track of my planet. There it is. Right. Able to view veins, or the vein reserves in planetary systems within 6 light years. Now you... Alright. Good to know. Now, back to this planet. Nope, that's not what I want to do. And of course, I land on the empty side of the planet. Alright, let's just follow these back around. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, like we are not necessarily, not necessarily satisfying everything at this point. So I think what I want to do is make another line of these. Make sure that we have enough power moving forward. Because at the moment, I am not always at 100% satisfaction. Which of course means that I should probably also look into other avenues of energy production. because I think I can start using that deuterium in a, not a refinery, what am I, in a power plant of some sort. But since I have all of this set up as it is already, I want to make sure that I've got this done, because I have all of this on hand. And of course, there's all of this. And like that. Okay. Now then, where is my... I see this thing is red again. Is it just because there's so few remaining? I mean, nothing else seems to be having a problem, but I don't know. Right, that's not where I want, though. Somewhere I have a whole bunch of these stored. I think it's over here. There it is. No, in fact, I have used what I had put into storage. Okay. Then I need to make a trip to the other planet. So let's go ahead and head towards this one. And pick up a good supply of solar panels. Sorry, couldn't think of the word for a moment. And then at some point we will start working more on this Dyson sphere. Like, this really isn't anything. And I don't know if I'm going to start working on it here or in the new solar system that we found. Just because we have a planet that always has like either the north or south pole facing the sun, and that might be just a better place. Alright. So let me sort this and nope, that's not what I wanted. Let's try it like this. Okay. You know what? I'll just grab as many as I can carry, or as many as are available right now. And very soon I will stop using those, I think. It's just I have everything set up to use them at this point. I might as well use them. At least until they're starting to get in the way, which might happen very quickly here. Just start doing it like that. Guess they don't need to line up. And we'll just get the power supplied here. More of what it's needing. That's it. This doesn't really work well. All right. I don't think this is getting in the way of anything. I mean, true, it is using prime real estate for what I could be setting up other machinery to be doing. But, oh well. I also thought I'd be using a lot more of these than I am. But that's okay. As long as I have enough to fulfill my needs, it should be fine. I do like how they turn to face the sun, though. That is a very nice aesthetic. Generate more than 180 megawatts of electricity on a planet using solar panels. I did not realize that was a achievement. But there we go. Should just be about it. Because now I'm running through all the machinery that I've made. I can still fit a few more in, I suppose. There we go. Now, did that stop me by my storage? No, it did not. My storage is over here. Ah, sunlight in my eyes. Nope, not over here. I'm lost. Up here. Nope, I'm definitely lost. Yep. Over here, maybe? There we are. Okay. So I've got things started. I can close that. I've got things started for delivering things from other planets or other stars. So we've got plenty of this here. That's still maximized in storage. So I'm guessing we have plenty delivering to this place. And of course I do forget. I think I can have more than just 10 logistics vessels. Maybe not. If I make 3 more of these, I'll check. Alright, this can have one more thing delivered here. Oh, more mecha speed. Obtain faster move speed. Unlock. Upgrade to make mecha reach 12 meters per second movement. Alright. Okay, sort that a little bit. Still making this alright. 2 minutes until that's done, I guess. I guess I need more motors and turbines and things like that, which are over here. Somewhere. Alright, you're full on that. You are not, however. What are we missing here? Ah, magnetic coils, which should be made over here. It's just that I've only set up for 4 of them to be made at a time, so it's just not able to supply enough, which is understandable. Again, I need to make this much larger. Alright. I do have to say, I'm getting to the point in this game, it's weird. Like, I'm getting to the point where I am able to get shortcuts to make a lot of things. I'm getting all of these technologies to make the Dyson sphere, and yet at the same time, I'm also feeling like I'm running out of things to do. I guess I don't know. It's hard for me to explain. Okay, so over here, these are doing absolutely nothing. Why? So they're not making plastic because plastic is no longer being used by these. But it should still be used for something. Like, I think something over here requires plastic. And again, I feel like my industry is getting so large, I can't remember where things are going or where I've built things, and I think part of that is because I'm only playing once a week, which, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. This is all just a bunch of... No, wait. No, that's not plastic. How about up here? Because, like, all of this is going to be taken out as well, because I now can just pump sulfuric acid out of the lakes on a certain planet. That being said, of course, I'm not really using it for anything. So there isn't much that it's... I don't think there's much that it's needed for, is it? I don't know. Especially once I start getting fire ice, I might not... You know, I thought sulfuric acid in a lake would be great. I'd be using it for everything. But if, like, the way this looks... Oh, I suppose I am using it for this over here as well. I was looking at this and thinking, well, I'm just using it to make this stuff, the graphene. But no, I am, in fact, also using it to make this stuff, whatever this is, titanium alloy. So I suppose it is being used, but I don't know. The setup I currently have, I don't think I need too much of it. Maybe I don't need to shorten this up at all. Might just be more expensive to haul it from another star system than to just leave these 4 power plants working on what they're doing. Alright, what else? I am completely distracted today. I don't know why. I'm... Part of it might be that I just don't have a plan. I do want to... I want to get the Dyson sphere stuff a bit more thought out. Because right now I'm just sending up these little guys to collect solar energy just to see how it worked. And just kind of left it running at that point. So it's not really doing anything. But I also think to actually start on a Dyson sphere, I need this stuff. I think. Because this is, yeah, Dyson sphere components. So I can make the components, which then I need a launcher to launch into space. And then I guess I don't really need that one. But I need this to start building the sphere itself. Yeah. And for this, I need the quantum chip. Oop. And the quantum chip is right here, which requires this one. So I can just queue these up right now. And I guess I'll do that one as well to get better smelters. And that will lead into these. Alright. This planet is such a mess. I'm sorry about that. I know at this point I should be making much better factories, but I'm not. I think that's more on me than anything. Like, sure, I can pave a planet. I can throw down tons and tons of machinery to do it, but I also like I don't know why, but I don't like fully autonomous projects. I like semi-autonomous, where, you know, I'm involved with some of the crafting. I don't know why. It's a bit odd, I'm thinking. Okay. But I need to figure out what I'm doing. So, we're making plenty of those at the moment. Not making any plastic. How is the hydrogen? Is that what I'm lacking down here? I think I was worried about the hydrogen production. Okay, it is going up. But that may just be because I have stopped consuming, like, the deuterium and whatnot over here. Alright. And this thing is still firing just occasionally out into space. I need... Not the orbital collector, the interstellar logistics, which needs more of these, which are over here, I think. Like right here. So I can just grab a stack of those. And build one of these. Yeah. Then to make more, I need to be over here for like the vessels and whatnot. You know what? I never did try to see if they could hold more than 10 vessels. I'll do that in a moment. As soon as I grab some of this. Let's head down over here. Yeah. Alright. No. Okay, so 10 vessels is as many as this can hold. So, what would be the best way to do this? I may want to build a second one of these. One can be for bringing things from the planets in this system, and then the other one can be for bringing stuff from other systems. So like right now I am getting, or I am I'm getting titanium. I thought this was being delivered. No, this is just being stored here. probably not doing this as efficient as I probably could. But we can still, deliver one more thing, which should be okay. And let me take a look here again. What all do I need delivered? Or do I need anything delivered? Should I just go to this new system and start anew? Because I've got crystals here, which are being delivered. I've got sulfuric acid here, which isn't being delivered, but I'm realizing I don't need as much as I thought. This one has 3 different things, which I don't know. It seems like it might be better to just head out here and get all of this delivered to, like, whichever one of these planets was had their pole facing the sun. Horizontal, reverse rotation. I don't remember which one it was. +3 construction zone. Drones can now control more construction zone. I can't talk today. Construction drones, not construction zones. Control 10 or more drones. Okay. Alright, so what am I doing? How's my day going? It's going okay. I'm just floundering a bit, I guess. After last week, getting frustrated over my vessels not being able to warp through space, kind of threw me off a bit, and now I don't know, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. On that note, however, this is another thing I've been thinking about all week, is I don't know how much more I have to go on the game. Like, obviously, I'm getting close to the end of the tech tree, which, in a lot of cases is getting through the tutorial. But I'm also thinking, like, I have done most everything, and I don't necessarily want to start over from scratch. Like, part of the reason why I started this up again is to play it while there weren't any enemies. And then, of course, shortly after I did that, I found out that that's going to be an optional thing. But I don't know, like, I'm not feeling as excited about all of this new stuff as I thought I'd be. So I don't know how many more streams of this I'm going to do. Obviously I'm going to finish off this one because, well, I'm already here streaming. But I'll need to think if I'm going to continue this next week, because I enjoy the game. I just I'm losing direction, I guess. Like, I'm accomplishing most of the goals that I set out to do, and without any clear goal ahead of me, I'm just kind of floundering. So we'll see. If I don't continue this next week, it will be something else, probably like Satisfactory or some other factory game that's not coming to mind off the top of my head, you know. um, I definitely enjoy the type of games. Biggest thing is for you if you're having fun streaming the game, and that's true. I mean, you know, I I am having fun. I'm just don't really have a direction at the moment. So, as much as I'd like to streamline all of these things and, make the production a little bit better here and there, I just look at it and it's just sitting there, you know. Um, but yeah, and it's not like I won't come back to this some other time, once uh, once enemies are in and all the bugs have been filtered out, or a good number of bugs have been filtered out, I might come back to this in a new game and see how that works. Because while I'm not necessarily a fan of enemies in the game, it's not like I haven't played games with enemies in them before. Like Fortress Craft Evolved, I believe, is kind of it's a factory game. It's kind of a Minecraftish game and a tower defense game. You build your factory up. The more your factory works, the more enemies it calls to it. You have to protect yourself from them. Meanwhile, you're digging through the depths of the earth, trying to find new resources and stuff like that. Um, but it is an older game, and I don't know how well that would go nowadays. Like, one of the problems I had with it is, as with many games, it uses fog to limit what you can see, and usually that means that it can't render all that long of a distance. So, it just doesn't look as good. I sometimes feel like I'm playing Silent Hill when I'm playing Fortress Craft Evolved. But I don't know. We'll see. It's definitely something I need to think about. And of course, as usual, I will post my schedule once I do have it figured out. Right now, this week has been posted, so this is what I'm doing. Unless something horribly goes wrong, like what happened to RimWorld last week. With the number of mods I added into that, it just didn't really survive. Still not exactly sure what broke on it, but something broke and I can't play that pack of mods that I put together. Alright, what am I doing though? I do have my research going, so that's good. Okay, where is... I think it's over here. Yes. I think I'm going to deliver a lot of these resources up to the north. Now, I can get one out there, but there's no room for me making a bridge. This is being delivered over here for just a minor thing that actually isn't doing anything anymore. So I think I'm gonna take this one and run it north. Okay, before I go too far on that though, I should see where I'm going with it. So if I go straight north, I will run into my wall of solar panels. So I'll probably run it along here and go through here like I've done there. And then that'll send it all the way up here to here. Okay. Because my production of red cubes should be increased. Mods are tricky to find which one broke the game to take out. Yeah, and the thing is when I was basically I'd start up the game, I'd click on load this save file, and I tried previous ones as well. It would do the worst crash of all, which is just go to a black screen and then the game quits. So it's not like it's not giving me a reason for why it's not loading. And I tried to figure it out for a bit, but after a few hours I decided I'm not a good enough modder to take care of it. So unfortunately the series ends and I'll have to make another one at some other point, which is fine. It'll give me time to put together a mod pack. Probably also not using as many mods as I did this last time might help as well. You know, I kind of went overboard, just kind of throwing in everything that looked neat, things that added variety, that sort of thing, and eventually, I knew it wasn't going to last forever, that's for sure, and that's partly because RimWorld and Steam have an odd relationship. Like, anytime a mod author has an update to their mod, they of course post it, and if I'm subscribed to it, which you have to be in order to download it, Steam will automatically download it and add it to what you already have, replacing what you already have, basically. And so any small little update could ruin the entire thing. Whereas if you could just download it and update it on your own schedule, then then you wouldn't have to worry about all these bad things happening in the middle of a session. You could just run with a certain list of updates, and then once you start a new game, then you can get them updated and go from there. But unfortunately, it's not how it works. Where am I going with this? I thought I was following that one, but no. I want to go this way. So I'm doing another one like this. And we're running low on iron, it looks like, so since it's nearby somewhere, I'll just grab a bunch of iron. Alright, we're right on the line here. So I guess I can just do that. There, like that. Then we'll just actually running out of these as well. Oh, we're about to run into something here, so let me just, I guess, run it up this way. Can just run it around here. Where am I trying to go with this? I guess right here is fine. Just remove that. I actually don't know if I can. Yeah, that's in the way. You know what? Just gonna do that. Because I need a little bit of extra room in order to place some more of these down. Oh, foundation support there, but that'll work. Just set that up, and I need more of these. They are over here somewhere. Somewhere in this mess of stuff. There we are. And back down. Just circle around this patch of ore, because I don't feel like burying it under anything. And I do realize that this is a long way to bring resources. I'm basically bringing resources from one side of the planet to the other through a conveyor belt. And the reason why I'm doing it by conveyor belt is because I believe that it wouldn't work as well with the drones or bots or any of those. So if I just do that. Alright, plus 3 meters per second construction drone flight speed. Cool. Now the drones go faster. Alright, so back down here. So this way and down this way. There we are. Alright, we'll connect this up like so. And things should be getting delivered like this. Just want to follow it, make sure that there's no interruption, because that'd be the worst thing, is to not realize I've done something wrong, set it up, and not make sure that it is completing it this way. So now it should deliver there. And so that should get all of those active and producing as quickly as they possibly can. Then over here, of course, we're starting to use all of this again. And how many moves? 9 veins. It's probably using more than I am mining, which is fine. I'm, as far as I know, producing these as quickly as I can. Let me just make one more of these to see if it fits on top. It does, okay. Lack of items, so I can still increase this some more. As I've lost track of where it is. There it is. Right in front of me. How many more of these can I stack? Still lack of item, okay. And I'll keep stacking it until it tells me, there we are, maximum height. Alright, so now that should be going as quickly as possible. Which is probably going to run these out fairly quickly. So, once again, I'm not really trying for a balance of everything. You know, I'm just trying to supply what I can when I can. So likely this will be the bottleneck. But then again, it could be the hydrogen once it runs out in the north, south. Once it runs out over that way. I don't remember which side is north and which side is south on this planet. Alright. So we're getting that going. I've already forgotten what other things I was working on. I had logistics going on, I think. Like I was trying to figure out what I'm doing over here. So, this is, right now, just doing a bunch of things. It's retrieving things from another planet in system. It's storing things that we're producing on the planet and sending it elsewhere. It's retrieving things from a different star system. And only 2 of these require the vessels, but only one of these requires the space warpers. Also, my inventory seems to be filling up quite quickly. Sort this here a second. Alright, so I had built another station. Chemical plants, why are those in... Oh, right, because I just tore up all the chemical plants over here. Okay. Let me make 7 more of these. Well, can only make 5 apparently. Right, because again I am short on resources. Like all of this is coming back to me because I just made a small factory enough to produce a minor amount of things, and of course now that I am needing more of it, it's just not able to keep up. So, you know, I've got 2 of these producing stuff here, and 2 here, and 2 here, which isn't enough. Where did all of these go? Oh, right, because I'm making these over here. And so it needed to make all of that, and now it's restocking this, which means it is completely out of these. Got it. All right. Let me... What's going on here? Like, this looks like it's... This looks like it was supposed to be set up for more than this. Maybe I dialed it back because I wasn't sure how much I would use. That's gotta be it. And really, I'm looking at this and I am noticing how much of a mess it is. All of you who have played this game must have been looking at this and seeing it long ago, which, you know, I understand. Nope, we have plus 30-degree distribution range. Logistics distributor is larger. Wonderful. Not that that will really have any effect unless I'm adding new ones in. But the current ones are okay. But yeah, like, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. Let me see. So this stuff, I understand that the proliferator stuff is probably good. You know, I could definitely see the improvement in the few things that I've made over here. I'm not gonna use it. I just to me, it seems like just an extra step getting in the way. At least for my knowledge of the game. The proliferator is just adding another line of conveyor that I could be using for other things. But I don't know. You know what? I was thinking I had a whole bunch of other things that I needed to do on this, and I do. I'm not exactly sure what I am doing at this point. So I think I might just call it early tonight. I apologize. It's only been what, 2 hours almost. I don't normally do these sessions this short of a session. I try to go for at least 3 hours, but I'm just not able to think about what I want to progress on here. So, I think I'm going to call it here for the night, unfortunately, and think about next week, I guess, because if I'm having a difficult time during the game, I might just have to set it down for a bit and come back to it again later. So I'll have a think on it. Over the week when you guys stop in, I will certainly hear suggestions on like what I should play next, like Satisfactory, Fortress Craft Evolved. I think I have ready to go. Other construction games, factory games. I don't know them off the top of my head, but I'd certainly consider a few of them, especially if they are somewhere in my library of games already. So, but I think I think this might be it for Dyson Sphere for the moment. So, unfortunately, it's just because I can't feel like I am making any progress. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. Next week will be some factory game. I don't know yet. I will post it when I find out, and I'll go from there. But anyway, thank you for stopping by. Again, I apologize for such a short stream today. And I'll get back into it with other things tomorrow, with the other stuff that I have planned. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all next time. Have a good night.